Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up.
Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Street Fighter Duel video, and this time we have the newest event with the newest unit. Yes, that's Shadow Ryu. Now, before I talk anything, before I say anything, yes, it's an upgrade from Evil Ryu that we have. He does basically similar functions. I'm gonna explain what. He's a trigger character, similar as Evil Ryu. If you have Evil Ryu, as you know, I couldn't be lucky to build him from before, so he's similar to him. This one buffs your attack, but Shadow Ryu actually reduces the enemy's reduction to damages, which is actually huge. Same equivalent exchange, I would say, maybe a little bit better, because the reduction in damages will allow you to deal extra damages, not even buffing your attack or taking attack down, or it's just straight up reduces the damages and go through that. And he's an AoE character, not a single target as Ryu, so he does more damages, especially in bosses that has ads if you want to get better scores. Now, another thing that I noticed here, look at this. So first of all, when I saw this on the before, when they were releasing it and announcing it, especially on Twitter with Crunchyroll, I thought it was Dark Hyugo or Evil Hyugo or something like that, because look at him. He basically looks similar to Hyugo. If you're gonna go and look at them, basically they look the same, right? So I thought Hyugo got his hair fixed and now he became evil or something like that. Even in the Dark Hyugo, he basically looks the same. So I didn't know that it was Ryu. That's Shadow Ryu for you, and he's absolutely fantastic. And yes, he's a very top tier unit. He'll be meta, he'll be changing the meta, he'll be used in many bosses teams, specifically units that or teams that you were using Evil Ryu on. You can absolutely replace him. He gives you more damage mitigation. Your team will be surviving a lot more, a lot better, and you'll be doing a lot more damage. Now, he's a balanced character. He's not that speedy. He's not fast. He's at base 116 speed. You don't want to build him on speed. Actually, you want to build him on different things. Let's go and talk about him from the gallery, because this is a unit. And you know, I'm a fan of Ken and Ryu, and I love them so much. So where is he? Where's the new character? Down. Oh, we have more light and dark units than normal units. Come on game, give us some light and dark normal units to be summoned on the normal summons. Anyway, let's go and talk about him. First of all, he's a trigger character, so it means you do not press his skills unless it is the ultimate or the super. So this is how you start your battle. And he's a balanced character, and he's Inferno. Okay, let's talk about his passive first, so we can explain everything going to there. I just read it quickly, so now we're gonna dive into it. Maybe I'll understand it even more. Upon entering the battle, reduce the fighter's recovery rate by 80%, but increase their lifesteal rate by 30% by 30%, and maximum HP by 15%, and attack by 30%. So he does even better than Ryu, okay? Evil Ryu. Evil Ryu buff your attack in 25% on attack. That's it. That's what he does. And he silences, reduces turn meter, and bypasses immunities. The cool thing about this Ryu, Shadow Ryu, he's not only an upgrade. He's like Evil Ryu, you bought the battle pass. Now, this is the extra deluxe premium battle pass, right? Because he's AoE, reduces damages, plus increases attack, plus bypasses immunities as well as an AoE. He's a straight up counter to Bison and every character that has immunity. So say goodbye to your turtles, because this guy is coming here to eliminate the PvP, specifically people that's still playing the turtles in PvP and using Donatello for the immunities and not dying and survivability. He bypasses all of that and he can put them into the trash. Okay, let's talk about him. Upon entering the battle, reduce all fighters' recovery rate, that's friendly fighters, by 50%, but increase the lifesteal rate by 15%. Basically, you don't need a healer on the lineup. You need to deal as much damage as possible. So it's about gauge or turn meter. So you need to buff your gauge. So or keep using those units that give you turn meter or buffs on gauge, so you can gain extra gauge, so you can keep going, and you don't heal by healers. Or you heal by healers, but it's less than healing by auto-attacking or dealing damage. So the more damage that you do, the massive, incredible damage that you do, AoE, specifically single target, because it's extremely massive, you're gonna go full HP. The 15% is not small, it's really, really huge. Okay, for every 1 HP lost, gain 0.5 lifesteal rate. So you increase your lifesteal rate as well by losing HP, so you can heal back up and go forward. Upon entering the battle, reduce all fighters' damage reduction by 20%. Not your friendly fighters, this one about the enemy. So the description is a little bit weird, but with testing a little bit, I discovered as well, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it does it for our team, so tell me that in the comment, but what we tested is reducing the enemy damage reduction, which is huge actually. And at level 5, which is if you get his EX move, I got his EX move, but if you get it to level 3, for every 1 HP lost, gain 0.5 damage bonus. So increase your damages as well. If you have it at 3 stars, his EX move, we're gonna talk about it by the end of the video. So his super. Here we go, it's an AoE. Gather up power, increase the fighter's maximum HP by 10% because he deals massive damage upon his maximum HP, I think. Then launches a powerful Hadouken that explodes upon hitting targets, dealing soul damage, which is the equivalent to true damage, unless the enemy or your opponent have soul damage reduction or mitigation, right? That's the only thing. If they don't have this type of mitigation, this is considered true damage. So if they have defenses, it does not matter. It goes through defense because it's soul damage. Equal to 450% of attack plus 20% of Shadow Ryu maximum HP to enemies in a small area and inflict 1 weaken. You might tell me, how can we increase his maximum HP more and more? So if he's the highest attacker on your lineup, let me tell you this. This is super crucial and super important. The best pair for him right now in the game, if he is the highest attacker on your lineup, is Elena. Why is Elena? Because her passive will increase the HP of the allied fighter with the highest attack by 20% of her maximum HP. So she's high on HP, you put her in attack position, it does not matter. She buffs the highest attack unit. If he was the only attacker with the highest attack on your lineup, she will give him 20% buff on his maximum HP by her maximum HP. Okay, so his maximum HP will increase by 20% of her maximum HP. Let's say her HP is 100, she's gonna give him 20 on his HP. So if his HP is at 100, it will be at 120 from the start of the battle, which is absolutely huge. And this is how we tried it. We increased the damages actually, but not using a buffer for attack or crit rate or crit damage, but using only Elena to buff his maximum HP. So keep that in mind. Meta is around making and creating lineups. It's not about pushing everybody onto attack. Attack is not everything, especially for these kind of units that are built on maximum HP. Great. So we took that out of the picture. I just wanted you to understand this because it's absolutely beautiful for him. To enemies in a small area and inflict weaken. Weaken, again, they will deal less damages and you're gonna deal more damages to them. Weaken. Decreases attack by 5% for 15 stacks up to 10 times. And if you have a character such as like Bison or anybody that inflicts more damage when they have weaken, then you're gonna increase your damages, right? So yeah, you increase your damages by specific characters that increase their damage if there is weaken. But weaken is to reduce the attack from the enemies, which is good for bosses. It will hit you less and you will survive even more. Great. His C1. Now, it's a trigger skill, so unleashes after they use their combo 1. So anybody that clicks combo 1, he unleashes his combo 1. Anybody who's using combo 3, he unleashes combo 3. This is the trigger. So launch a heavy punch that deals soul damage equal to 233% of attack. Then a Shoryuken that deals soul damage. All of them are soul damage. He's a true damage dealer, right? That is equal to 256% of attack plus 5% of Shadow Ryu's maximum HP and inflict weaken again and again. Also increases the fighter's maximum HP by 2%. So every time you do a combo meter, does not say it goes away or dissipate or whatever. 2% is keeping and increasing and growing on him until the end of the battle. 2%, it does not have a cap. So if we have unlimited battles, he might have 1 trillion HP. Who knows? But 2% is small, so hopefully I can see something, or in the description there's something to buff it even more. But it's really helpful. Sometimes you survive on this 2% HP. So increase all soul damage received by this target by 10% for 10 seconds. Every single time you do a combo, he increases that for 10 seconds. It means all the time on bossing, because we're gonna accumulate 3 stacks of combo meter, or 2 stacks if you're playing on SEA. Now, increases the Shoryuken's primary damage to 356% of attack. The Shoryuken also reduces the target defense. On top of reducing the damage reduction, it reduces the defense by 10% for 10 seconds. It means until the end of the battle, because you're gonna refresh it 10 seconds, because you stacked your combo meter and you're hitting the boss back to back. So while unleashing this skill, ignore all enemy shields and damage immunity effects. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? This is absolutely broken, in my opinion. Okay, now this is a single target, but we're gonna read his C3 as well, and we're gonna talk about it. This is what I'm just focusing now on simple things, right? So, he goes through shields. Goken? Forget about it. Abel is not considered a shield, okay? So Abel, his shield reduces or removes completely one big hit. We tried this and I was like shocked. But isn't like Abel gives you a shield? Suit Abel and normal Abel. Like it's a shield, so he should go through shield and does not register. No, it registers it as a hit because it's not a shield, it's a protection layer, you can say that, from Abel. It's called shields, but it's not basically shields. So it can go, so if you want to protect a little bit yourself, you can play Abel, Suit Abel on the lineup and the damage dealer. And if you're lucky, you're gonna start with that damage dealer, C1 from Abel, C2 from Suit Abel, and C3 from that damage dealer, and try to kill him. And I highly recommend Visconde Vega because we tried. Visconde Vega is the only unit that, because he goes through any kind of damages as well, just like he's just top tier, Visconde Vega. You can kill him with Visconde Vega. You need just a faster lineup, and that you can counter this lineup. Again, another unit that counters is using Zangief, normal Zangief, as an assist. Let me show you this because it's super important as well for people that want to know how to deal with this monster, Shadow Ryu. So the passive of Zangief, which is reduce the flame, thunder, and soul damage taken by 20% upon entering the battle, lasts until the end of the battle. This one is for him, right? And increases the reduction to 35 to 50%. And then, while Zangief is present, all friendly fighters receive a 25% reduction on soul damage, okay? So you take 25% on everybody, 50% on him, plus the 25 that he's give. So 75% reduction on himself for soul damage, and 25% for the rest of your team. So this is another unit that you can counter him. So Abel's and him, you can counter. But he need to be on the main lineup. If he's in tag position, he won't work. But if you want to play him as an assist, so if you're gonna go and check where's the fighting spirit, here it is. So his assist, so the assisted fighter received 25% off Zangief's defense upon entering the battle, which you can buff any character that deals damage by defense, somebody like Honda, Rich Honda, okay? But it takes 10% less soul damage, thunder, or flame. So this is another unit. You can use him as an assist, or you can use him on the main lineup to go and mitigate the damages versus this monster of a beast, okay? So these are the characters. This is what I want to talk about. So 2 characters you can, or 3 characters, Abel, Suit Abel, and Zangief so far, and Visconde Vega for one-shotting. Maybe Oni can do that, but Oni needs a little bit of ramping up. Maybe you need 2 rounds, but Visconde Vega basically one-shot him if they're on similar level, if you have the same attack, if you don't have protections, if you don't have on his lineup Ryu, the normal Ryu, or which is the light Ryu, what's his name, Ryu? I keep forgetting the name. This Ryu, where is he? Here we go. His name is Trendy Ryu. Okay, Trendy Ryu. Oh my god, I keep forgetting. I call him light Ryu. Anyway, so his C3, and this is something absolutely insane. I thought he would be single target because I read the C1. I was like, okay, he goes, all right, goes through damages. And then the C3, wait, it's an AoE. Wait, he goes through shields also. Damage immunity is crazy. Okay, triggers automatically after you unleash combo 3 with another fighter. So strike the target with heavy hit, dealing soul damage equal to 220% of attack, inflicting stun for 2 rounds. Okay, there's no percentage to inflict stun. He will inflict stun. This is what the game is telling us, which is absolutely huge. Unless you have immunity to control, which you can have actually by playing... Which was it? I forgot what you were playing. There's a unit, I forgot, 2 units maybe in the game that gives you immunity completely to stuns, charm, or anything else. So, launch a spinning kick. Here we go, for 2 seconds, right? Do some damage. There's no percentage for doing. You don't need effect accuracy or effect resistance to counter that. You will absolutely get stunned. There's no way going through about this one. Then launch a spinning kick that hits 4 times, dealing soul damage equal to 80% of his per hit. So he hits for 3 times, every time 80% of attack per hit. Finally, unleash a Shoryuken after he deals all of that. Unleashes soul damage equal to 265 or 56% of his attack plus 5% of his maximum HP and inflict weaken. Also increase this fighter maximum HP by 2%. So you increase 2% on C1, 2% on C3. That's 4% on maximum HP every single round. Every single round he lifesteal, so he heals back up. Increases the Shoryuken's additional damage by 10% of his maximum HP. So no longer hits by 5%, it hits by 10% of his maximum HP. Increases the Shoryuken primary damage to 356% of attack. The Shoryuken also reduces the target defense by 10% for 10 seconds. While unleashing this skill, ignore all enemy shield and immunity effects. Absolutely huge. This is like one of the most, yeah, this is broken, completely busted. This unit is like, it's a Hail Mary, like, you wanted a character, you wanted somebody to go into this damage immunity shenanigans. Here you go, you have this character. He reduces defenses, damage reduction, buffs your attack, goes through shields, damage immunities. He does it all. Plus gives you lifesteal. It means you don't need a healer this time. You can heal by him. Play only damage buffers, right? Crit rate and crit damage, the most important thing. Or gauge. You want the gauge, the turn meter. You want them to give you more combo gauge. This is what you want to play with him. Let's read his fighting skill. Or fighting spirit. So he gets bonus in HP, bonus in attack, pressure, and effect resistance. These are all at level 40. At level 30, it becomes a little bit lower, okay? So his skill, except for this fighter, when any fighter HP falls below 30%, for the first time, their passive skill is disabled for 8 seconds. Now, I'm gonna explain why is that. Okay, so basically there's thresholds for him. Whenever he drops below something, he gains damage immunity. And his entire team, if they drop to 80%, they gain damage immunity for 1 second or 2 seconds immediately. They don't take more damages, which is kind of busted. He's really busted. He's supporting defensive, offensive. He's a debuffer, buffer. He's everything in this game. The only thing that they didn't add to him is reducing turn meter or gauge or gaining more gauge. Okay, so his assist. Look at this description. So, when the assisted fighter HP falls below 80% for the first time, prevent their HP from falling below 80% for 1 second, during which their damage reduction and damage bonus are each increased by 10%. When the assisted fighter falls below 40%, so 2 times it happens. For the first time, prevent the HP from falling for 40% for 4 seconds. The duration of the damage increased by 10% as well. And the reduction. What he has 2 death cheats on the assisted character if you use him. Okay, I'm gonna say more. You're gonna see his scars. Just wait for it. So plus 10, except for this fighter, when any fighter falls below 30% of their HP for the first time, their passive skills is disabled. Now you're gonna tell me why is that? This is negative for the team but positive for him. Except him, he doesn't do it because he will keep surviving everybody on your lineup. And it's only disabled for, okay, only is maybe big. 12 seconds is a lot, okay? Just keep that in mind. So, plus 20. For 12 seconds after entering the battle, redirect 50% of the damage received by other friendly fighters to himself. So he tanks for you. And he's bulky, right? For his HP. So, at plus 30, increases this fighter damage reduction by 10%. On top of the 10% that he gonna gain. So, it will be 20%. For 12 seconds after entering the battle, redirect 80% of the damage received by this by any other friendly fighter to him. Which is great, okay? This is great. Now let's talk about his scars. And these are the busted category that I'm talking about. When this fighter HP, his HP, falls below 80% for the first time, prevent his HP from falling below 80% for 1 second, during which his damage is busted until 10%. His damage bonus and his damage reduction is increased by 10%. When this fighter HP falls to below 60% or to 60% for the first time, prevent them from falling below 60% for 2 seconds, during which his damage reduction and damage bonus increased by 10%. Great, you're gonna tell me, oh, this is huge, he cheat death twice. No, it's more. Let's read. Plus 6. When this fighter HP fall below 40% for the first time, prevent his HP from falling below 40 for 4 seconds. He has immunity. You can't drop his HP anymore. This immunity can't be like he can't fall. That's it. He's like Virgil, but on his 40%, right? He can't fall below that. He can take the damages. I said Visconti Vega counters this by damages. What I mean is he does the damage and he stops at the threshold that this fighter does, right? Okay, during which the damage is increased and the damage reduction and the 4th time. Now we go for the 4th time. He doesn't die 4 times, okay? So when this fighter HP wanna fall below 20% for the first time, prevent from HP from dropping below 20%. Not gain damage immunity on 20%. No. His HP can't drop. And this goes for 5 seconds. So if you wanna calculate, we have 1 second, we have 2 seconds, we have 4 seconds, that's 7 seconds, and then you have 5 seconds. How much is that? That's 12 seconds. 12 seconds of cheating death, and you can lifesteal again to your HP up. And this is only one time per battle, okay? It doesn't happen continuously. It doesn't say one time per battle, but when we were trying, we got him back to maximum HP, then he got one tapped. So I bet that it's not happening all the time. Or maybe it's a glitch, they want to fix it. I don't know, let me know about it in the comment section, okay? During which his increase in damage and damage reduction. Is he a busted unit? Absolutely. If you don't want to use him on the lineup, use him as an assist, cheat death. If you put Virgil on top of him, he works. By the way, Virgil works on top of him. Because if he drops, if he want to take fatal damage, that's what Virgil says. If you don't know what Virgil says, this is the passive of Virgil. So his fighting skill. So when the assisted fighter takes fatal damage, not drop below something else, for the first time, protect them from power of Majin, or with the power of Majin, preventing their HP from dropping below 1 for 4 seconds. So you have the 12 seconds plus 4 seconds, that's 16 seconds on a unit that will not die, and it can one-tap everybody. He can literally kill everybody on your lineup, which is kind of crazy. You just need other units to survive with him on the lineup. Yes, the new meta is Bison, him, and somebody on the C1 that will survive a little bit. Like, you can play him. Or you can play Overlord Bison, him, and Michelangelo, and play somebody else. Or you can play Double Bison, him, and somebody else on the C1. Which, he's crazy, okay? This is a busted unit. I can't believe they released such an incredible unit to the game. Now, let's talk about his EX move. What is it? Okay, here we go. I did summon it. I did get a copy of it, so here it is. Do I have more summons, actually? I do have 32. I'm going to keep them because I'm building all of the EX moves that we don't have. So this is pay to win. We're never going to get it. This is pay to win as well, or until they do a rerun for Gormagalakan, which is super important, and they didn't ever. And these are obtainable if you want to go and summon for them. Let's talk about him now. So, it doesn't give speed, thank God, not another one that gives speed at level 3 or something. So it gives you HP, attack and defense, and HP, crit resistance, pressure, and damage bonus. Now, what you want here to understand about this one is the HP bonus. So if you get it to 5 stars or something like that, or 3 stars at least, this HP increase will be for his maximum HP as well. So that will be huge. And for your entire lineup, it will add for the damages for him. So the EX move actually is really important on him, to be on him, and to be on the lineup for you to go and bypass your enemies. So, increases all friendly fighters' maximum HP by 10%, including himself. Then unleash 3 Mesatu Conhado. Okay, MK, let's say, that explode upon hitting the target, or a target, each dealing soul damage again equal to 6% of the highest maximum HP among the deployed fighters, which will be him actually, to the enemies in a small area, reduces the skill cooldown to 50%. So here's the catch. It reduces the skill cooldown of I think, what I understand, it reduces the skill cooldown of this EX move to 50 seconds, because when you click an EX move, it's on 60-second cooldown, right? So it reduces it to 50 seconds, so you can spam it maybe later. So at 1 star, increases the soul damage damage dealt by all friendly fighters by 10%, which is huge. Prevent all friendly fighters' HP from falling below 31% for 3 seconds. So you can use this as Gormagalakan EX, or Gormagalakan, as Virgil EX, and this one on the same lineup for saving. Like, you can literally not die a single time against bosses, using no healers, only buffers, using no tanks, only buffers, and use this EX, then use Virgil EX, and then use another EX, maybe the turtles, and cheat death ultimately continuously, and use Virgil on top of somebody. Use maybe if you want Luke on top of somebody, because the more that you spam, if you have 4 stacks of his buff on top of the target that he's assisting, you will also cheat death or take no damage immunity. Also, you can do that with JP. Okay, so JP can assist as well, like Luke. So increases the maximum HP buff to 15%, increases the damage to 8% of maximum HP, reduces the skill cooldown of this EX move to 40 seconds, and then at 4 stars, increases soul damage dealt by friendly fighters to 16%, which is huge actually. And at 5 stars, increases the maximum HP buff to 20%, increases the damage buff to 10% of maximum HP for the next 18 seconds. All friendly fighters' attacks deal additional soul damage equal to 3% of this fighter's maximum HP. Trigger this of this fighter's maximum HP, the one that is gonna get the highest HP. So if you have Honda with him, like normal Honda, he's gonna be the maximum HP. This is why you don't want to play tanks on the lineup. You want to play him. He will be your tank source, or because he's so tanky. Trigger interval 5 seconds. Reduce this cooldown to 30 seconds. So you can use it the first time on the battle. You can use it by the mid of the battle and the end of the battle if you have it at max at 5 stars. This is huge. Let's go and do some summons for him because I want to end this video. It took too long because it's a huge update. This character is absolutely phenomenal. I want to use everything that I have to summon him, and he's my project right now. I'm going to get him to a double S and maybe get his scars. Absolutely a huge character, and first summon we got him. Holy cow. Okay, that's good. Can we double arrow? No double arrow. And by the end, wow. Okay, now let's go again. Okay, we can't keep going back to back. I want to go keep back to back because it was a good cluster. We got him. Okay, let's go back like this and do another summon. Bam. Bada boom, bada bim. Come on, give me him. Encourage me to play Street Fighter Duel again. Come on, game. Encourage me. I want to play Street Fighter Duel. I want to keep playing this game. I want a character that will help me out. And he's the character. Give me more. I need 4 copies of Summer Elena, and I'm... okay, here we go. Another copy. The amount of... Okay, we got a lot of things. It went into our inventory. And we have 1 copy that's coming up on the tomorrow, I think, or after tomorrow from him as well, which is really huge. Alright, okay, we didn't have anything else. Let's go back. We go back, we go in. And so far, how many summons did we do? 70? We're gonna do the singles also. I'm gonna do every single summon that I can on him. This is a crucial unit. This is super important. You need him. So we did 70 summons. We got 2 copies, which is absolutely incredible. Please give me 3 more copies. I'll be super happy. Okay, we have also the Starlight they gave us. So that would help. Come on. Please, I want to see double, like 1 time, like on this account, just give me 1 time, a double, and that would be huge, right? Because I never got I think I got a double on Goken, if I'm not mistaken, or on Visconde Vega. I forgot, one of them got a double when I was summoning. So let's do a single, let's change it up for 1 single, or maybe 2 singles. Hopefully we can get him on singles. Because we're not gonna get him on doubles, right? So here we go, 1 single, another single. Okay, great. Now let's go back and do the multi, and hopefully we can... I'm coping so much. I need this character. I'm so angry. I need this character because he's busted. I want it. It have been a while since we got something like Visconde Vega or Overlord Bison. So, and this is the character, or like JP. And this is even better than all of them in my opinion. All right, no doubles. Okay. 1 copy. Let's go again. Another copy back to back. Let's go. 4 copies. Let's go. Can we get back? Okay. The triple back to back would not happen. Okay. So we did 60 and we got 2 copies. We did 70. We got 2 copies. Great. Now we have 40. Can we get 2 more extra copies? Or maybe more? I've been saving. I've not been saving that much. Like I just saved them for the new character, which is him, and we didn't get anything. Come on. Come on, game! Give me one. Give me 1 more. 1 more. Uno más. Por favor, mi amigo. S'il te plaît. Mon ami, s'il te plaît. In French, in Spanish, it does not work. Okay. Maybe in English. Come on, last multi. You need to give me 1 more copy. Come on, make me happy. Make me happy. Make daddy happy. Yes, he did make me happy. That's 1 more copy. Jeez. Wow, that was successful. 170 summons. We got 5 copies. Holy cow. Okay, let me do the singles. Who knows? Maybe with the singles we can get another. We can snipe. Can we snipe? Huh? Can we snipe? I'm losing my mind here. Come on. Okay. Let's go to the main screen. We have 2 more, okay? So 1. Can we have 1 more? By the way, I can go and actually get 5 more tickets, right? Because I got him. Last one. Okay, we didn't get anything. So 5 more. Where is he right now? Where is he? So training, limit break. Not limit break. My bad. Awaken. Holy cow. All right. Okay. Yes, sir. Did we get another copy of you? No, that's it. We got these copies. Nice. Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna build you up. Like soon. We need 2 more copies. We're gonna get a free copy. So I can trigger his passive, actually. And we have a Starlight. So I have 2 copies of him right now in my bag. So one from the event and one here, the Starlight. So this is huge. Yes, is it? You might tell me, is it worth it for him to use the Starlight on him? Absolutely yes. He's the best trigger character in the game right now. Absolutely yes. So let me check them all. So what are the... I thought they would give us another copy of him. But okay, I'm gonna take these. Is it worth it to go for one? Nah, I'm gonna save a little bit. Maybe go and do some summons. Shadow gift for what? Okay. Alright, 3, so 8. I wish I saved those 7 that I had, so I can do a multi now. Jeez, okay, perfect. Perfecto. That's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yes, he's worth it. Guys, don't sleep on him. If you have summons for him, go and summon. Just get him. Get him to double S at least. Before triple S. You want him to double S. And you want him to trigger his passive or his a skill, his assist, because he's a cheat code. He's basically a cheat code, and this is what I'm gonna do. And yeah, let me know your opinions in the comment section. Did you summon for him? How far did you go with him? Yeah, are you gonna summon for him? And I'll be seeing you in the next one.
Time to fight.